Jordan Peele is one of the most fun directors working today. He writes and directs original horror thrillers that have so much more to them than just the plot. Peele dissects culture and history and adds thematic elements that bolster the theatrical experience. His latest movie, Nope, was shot on IMAX cameras and has some amazing sound design. It also has so many deeper meanings to the characters and chapters in this movie. So let's cover the Nope movie explained. In 1998, a chimpanzee named Gordy tears apart a sitcom set for Gordy's Home, which is about a family that has a chimpanzee as a brother. Gordy looks like he's killed everyone within sight. Then we cut to a farm. Otis, an older horse wrangler, is talking to his son, OJ. Then strange objects begin to fall from the sky. Otis is struck by an object, a coin, and bleeds out as OJ drives him to the hospital. We cut to 6 months later and meet OJ and his sister Emerald, whose father owned Haywood's Hollywood Horses, a horse training farm in Agua Dulce, California. They are working on a commercial with some horse-related stunts. Emerald claims that the unnamed man in the famous The Horse in Motion clip was their great-great-grandfather. They are left with a lot of unanswered questions and trauma after their father's death on the Haywood Ranch. Their ranch is next to Ricky Jupe Park's Western Experience, Jupiter's Claim. Jupe was the child star of the 1998 sitcom Gordy's Home, which was cancelled after his chimpanzee co-star went feral and mauled everyone on the set. Jupe was the only one who got out unscathed, and now he runs this tourist attraction. After a series of strange occurrences, like horses disappearing and a cloud that doesn't move, OJ and Emerald head to Fry's Electronics, where they meet Angel, a charismatic IT guy who catches on that they are trying to spot an alien and offers to help them. Emerald finds out online that places might pay a few $100,000 for photographic evidence of the alien. That would help their failing horse company. So, they all get to work. They put up cameras all over the place and attempt to capture what looks like a flying saucer, but when it arrives, its presence knocks out all the lights and electrical equipment. And a bug gets on the one camera that's still working. Still, they are left with the conclusion that there is a UFO on the ranch and that it has been devouring their horses and spitting out the inorganic matter, which caused Otis' death. OJ calls it a bad miracle, like they are in a sci-fi horror film. They begin to call the UFO by the nickname Jean Jacket. Meanwhile, Jupe, at his theme park, introduces a live show in Jupiter's Claim called the Star Lasso Experience, where he uses a horse to bait the UFO to come and eat the horse in front of a paying audience. He even invites one of his horribly disfigured cast members from Gordy's Home there to witness the spectacle. That backfires, and the UFO devours Jupe and the entire audience. The UFO then goes to the ranch after Angel, OJ, and Emerald, but they escape while it spits blood and inorganic material all over. They formulate a new plan, reaching out to Holst, the cinematographer for the commercial they were working on in the opening. The idea is to lure the alien in and get footage using a hand crank camera run by Holst. That way, the electrical field that shuts things down won't matter. When they spring their plan into action, a TMZ reporter shows up on a motorcycle and tries to steal their footage. As the UFO flies around, it morphs into what looks a little like a giant moth, with huge wings spread out. OJ attempts to save the TMZ reporter, who gets a few shots and then tries to race away, but the UFO disables his bike and then eats him. Then the UFO heads back toward Angel and Holst, who are on a ridge. Holst gets a few great shots but is so enamored with the glory of capturing the beast at golden hour that he ignores protocol, looks it in the eyes, and tries to film it. It eats him and destroys the footage. Angel runs, wrapping himself in barbed wire so the beast cannot eat him. The UFO then goes after Emerald, and to save his sister, OJ rides his horse away, saving M. She then uses the motorcycle, which is now out of the UFO's range, to ride to Jupiter's Claim, where there is a large, inflatable Jupe cartoon tethered to the roof, like a parade float. She unties the inflatable and sends it into the air. The UFO sees it and thinks it is challenging him, so it attacks. While this happens, M uses a coin-operated camera in the town to take picture after picture of the UFO. They all come out blurry or are obscured by clouds until the last one, which captures the beast in all its glory, right before it eats the balloon and explodes, finally conquered. With the UFO dead and the picture as proof of its existence, M sees OJ on his horse outside the park. He's survived, and they know their legacy will survive as well. Thank you. Subscribe.